Hello, Facebook and YouTube. Guys, guess what? YouTube is live now. I was able to get it. But let's start off correctly. I am Cursha Riley. I am your host of The Truth with Cursha. Our goal here is simply to tell the truth, to spread the truth, shine light on everyday things. Whether it be a sad topic, happy topic, you name it, we just here to talk. We're just here to get it out. We're just here to let some things fall off and go and help each other build and grow. So today is episode 3 for us. And I am so happy beyond words about what has been going on for me and for us here at The Truth for Cursha. I was not sure of the assignment in the beginning, but now I am. It was confirmed. It has been set in stone and sealed. I now know I am operating in my purpose. And I'm just humbled. I'm grateful. And I'm ready to start today's session. So today, episode 3, as you can see on the screen, we are dealing with holiday anxiety and waves of loneliness. You know, this is my favorite time of the year. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Do let me know, yes or no, if you can hear or not. I do see the numbers going. You can always say hello so I can actually acknowledge you. But, you know, it's the holiday time and I'm a creative person. I love to create. I love to make things. I love to decorate. As you can see, I love to do all that stuff. So around this time of the year, you know, Thanksgiving is coming up. You have Christmas coming up. You have New Year's coming up, right? This is what we call the holiday season. So around this time of the year, you know, we're all saying it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. And everyone is happy and everyone is overjoyed and excited. And we're like, yay. But for some of us, it's a no. We want to be excited, but at the same time, we don't know how to be excited. We try to be excited, or we put that smile on our face and we seem so excited. My Kevin Hart voice, I'm so excited. That's what we seem to do. But the truth of the matter is, although suicide rates around this time of the year is at normally its lowest, the mental anguish that people go through is normally at its highest. So let's just jump into here. So anxiety, we know, everyone deals with anxiety and depression to some extent, right? Some of us seek counsel, some of us don't, some of us, you know, we smoke or you drink or you sex it away or whatever you try to do, right? We all adults here, we can have a conversation. And this is the truth. So we're going to talk the truth. No sugarcoating here. We all deal with it different ways. We all are triggered differently as well. One of the triggers that I've learned throughout my life with dealing with anxiety has been clutter. I don't like clutter. I got 3 kids, but I don't like clutter. Noise. A lot of noise can trigger me where I if I can't feel myself think or hear myself think, I'm like, stop, cut the noise, right? So around this time of the year, it tends to heighten a bit because in my family, and I'll share a personal experience, in my family, we had a death on Thanksgiving. We lost our last uncle on Thanksgiving. So that male figure in the family, he departed, and it was hard. Now Thanksgiving, where you're giving thanks, became a time where we were all grieving. So every year around Thanksgiving, since his passing, it was like, are we gonna be a family today? Are we not? Are we just gonna stay under our covers and cry? Are we gonna share memories? Like, it became almost a yearly funeral for us, right? So then you have Christmas. Christmas, we always did it big. The whole family got together. You have so many people where our family had to start doing grab bags. I mean, multiple topics, subjects, should I say, for a grab bag. But then you have those ones who attend and they're there, but they're not there. They're there, they're smiling, but under that smile, it's something hidden that they just don't want to share all the way, or they don't feel comfortable sharing, right? So what I've noticed is, depending on what's going on with you, depending on what your triggers are, it normally starts about the day before Halloweenish, like the week before what they call Halloween, October 31st, right? It starts to dawn on you. You walk into the store and you see everything is starting to change. There's a lot of Thanksgiving things. There's a lot of Christmas decor. There's a lot of, so for the moms and the wives, for us, now this is not me. So don't nobody say, oh, she lying. No, this ain't me. My husband does the cooking. Okay. I was blessed with that. Thank God. But for women, a lot of times this time of the year, when you're getting ready for Thanksgiving, if you're that newlywed, you're like, oh my God, let me make sure I make the right thing that my new mother-in-law would like, or, the new family members. Let me make sure I cook that right dish. So it becomes a lot of pressure, which then in return causes a lot of anxiety. So then you have your high blood pressure going on. You have all these different things happening, right? Then you have to see also, you have the men. Now, if they're the sole providers, they're like, dang, Christmas is right around the corner. How do I get these bills paid and make sure that the lights stay on, and, our gas and our car notes, and make sure the kids get the best gifts? So now that pressure comes on because, he has that wife that he has to provide for, but then also he has the children. So a lot of times I do want to say, be mindful of the men that surround you, because they carry a lot of anxiety and depression that they just don't talk about. They may do things that are not normal, and you just think, oh my God, my husband's crazy, or my better half is crazy. And really they're dealing with anxiety, and they seem to feel that they have to put it all on themselves, and, not release it, not tell anyone, not ask for help, because it wouldn't be the manly thing to do. But we are pulling the tape off of that, and we saying lies. Truth is, we all deal with anxiety and depression to a certain extent. And it's time that we talk to each other and show each other that it's okay. I'm going through it too. It's okay. You're going to get out of it. It's okay, because this time last year, sis, you was doing the same thing. Bruh, you was acting the same way. You were dealing with some things, but look at you. You're still here. You're still making it. And when you look back at the photos, you go, I did have fun. That was actually a good day. So what I'm saying to you guys today is simply, stop letting anxiety rule you. Stop letting depression run you. There is ways for us to cope that are healthy. There is ways for us to release and talk to each other about this. And everyone can help each other, right? So I was looking at a scripture, and it said, Proverbs 12, and I'll put it up so you guys can just read it later. It was Proverbs 12, let me see, 12:25, right? And it said, anxiety in a man's heart weighs it down, but an encouraging word makes it glad. So, in other words, what that is saying is, you never know what anyone is going through, right? We have to be mindful. We don't know what everyone is going through at all times. But your hello, your how are you doing? Ah, I missed you. Let's catch up. Oh, you look great. I love that hat. See, guys, I'm having a bit of a bad hair day. So I have on a hat. So that simple, oh, I love that print. Oh, look at your sweater. Oh, your eyes are beautiful. Not saying that you're flirting or anything like that, but just that simple, nice, kind gesture can brighten a person up. Give you some more real life stuff, right? So you notice I was late getting on here, right? This is my mic. This is the mic that we got. It's for podcasting and things. So here is my mic. I love my mic, right? If you notice, my mic does not have a cord. My mic is missing the stand. So while you guys were waiting on me, I was trying to fix this problem. I was trying to find my mic. So we wouldn't get the rainstorm that's happening outside in the background. We would limit the dogs if they started up, the different sounds that happens. But I couldn't find my mic. So of course, here go anxiety, rearing its ugly head. Oh, you're gonna fail. You shouldn't do it. You should just cancel it. You should just quit. You should da. All those things are now running through my mind. But when you start to really look at anxiety and depression for what it is, which is the trick of the enemy, a tool that he uses to get you to stop what you're doing, to quit, to make you second guess yourself, to make you doubt who you really are and whose you are, you begin to say, I see you. I see what you're doing. And that ain't gonna work this time. So here's what I had to realize. Nope, we going live. And you wanna know the reason why my mic doesn't have a cord? My great, beautiful minded children decided that they wanted to sing. And they wanted daddy's mic that he records his music with, and they wanted mommy's mic that they saw her on YouTube with. So they wanted all these things, and they seem to misplace my cord and my stand. But I say that live to say I'm grateful that they did, because it gave me an opportunity to exercise all the things I'm saying to you now. This Cursha, a year ago, something like this, I would have logged off of here. I would have gave up. I wouldn't want to be bothered. I would have had a whole fit, a whole 30-year-old tantrum all day long. I would have been mean to my spouse. I would have been mean to my children. I would have been so upset, like the world was ending off of that one thing. Right? So then, as I'm sitting here and I'm thinking of, well, what are we going to talk about and what are we going to do? Normally, I have my messages prepared between Monday and Wednesday for Friday for us to come live. This week, I was so busy, good busy, not just busy, but productive, working on other projects and serving to the point where I just couldn't find the time to do this. So yesterday it started to creep in. Well, what are you going to go talk to them about? You're going through it yourself. How dare you talk to these people when you're facing it yourself? And then I had to remember, people are moved by your testimonies, right? We talked about this before. People are moved by your testimonies. I can raise my hand and say, I understand. I'm dealing with it too. There's a lot on these shoulders too. But I also can say it does not overcome me. No matter what the problem is, I will not allow it to overcome me. I will not allow it to change and mold me. So here we are with Christmas as well coming up. Some of us don't have big families. I was blessed with a big family, but due to recent events that I couldn't control, that once large Christmas Eve party turned into no more Christmas Eve parties, turned into no more gatherings. So when you're born into a family that is so large, whether you feel seen, heard, whatever, you're still used to people always being around. Whether you wanted them there or not, they were always around. So when you go from that to an instant no one's around, it can be very lonely. But then as I talked to a friend recently about this, because we normally share notes, and I spoke to my therapist. I tell you guys, get a Bible and get a therapist. It works. It will change your life. You'll be walking and talking in a way that you never thought you could. Okay? But we're talking about these things, and what I realized was when I had all those people, I still felt lonely. Because in that moment, the thoughts that come through your mind or whatever is going on, you're looking, you're like, oh, they don't like me, or oh, this is not right, or I didn't wear the right thing, or I didn't say the right thing, or I'm not good enough. All these things start triggering where you're like, I don't want to be around these people. I don't want to be around anyone. I just want to hide in a shell. And that's when you have those waves of loneliness, right? They come over, and no matter how much my children are climbing over the couch, the dogs are running across me, my husband is babe, 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 all these things are going on, I still will sit and find myself feeling lonely. Or it'll be those days that you may be alone. And that was really weighing on you because you see all those friends, you see all their family together, you see all these different things, and you're going, I want that. Why can't I have that? It is in those moments, and actually before those moments, that it's good to read your word. It's good to learn how to build yourself up before that happens. Holiday anxiety and waves of loneliness, depression, stress, we see it every year. It comes every year. You can stop it. Do your research. Get with somebody, a counselor, a friend, somebody that can speak life into you, and take those little nuggets and start to speak life into yourself. When you feel yourself at your lowest, jump up. Go get in that mirror and start speaking life into yourself. Let yourself know that, yes, it may not seem like anyone is around me, but I am never alone. I'm never alone. I have something much powerful inside of me than any amount of people that's sitting around me can actually give me. Start to talk to yourself. I don't mean to walk around and look like the crazy man on the corner and then they be calling the cops trying to get you in the psych ward. That ain't what I'm saying. But sometimes it do look like that too. Sometimes you may have to speak to yourself. What I'm saying to you guys is simple. We know that the holidays are coming. We know that depression, mental anguish, heaviness, sadness is at an ultimate high around the holidays. What I'm simply saying is be kind to one another. Take a few moments out your time You know, that person that was normally at everything, you see them all the time. And now that the holidays is coming up, you notice you don't see them. Reach out. Those are normal telltale signs that someone is battling, someone is dealing with some form of depression. And it may just be you that can talk to them, that can tug on them just a little bit, give them that little bit of love that they're needing in this time. This is the season of giving. Thanksgiving is right around the corner. Invite them to your home. Invite them to your church's functions. Just be a little more mindful of how you treat people this season. Because not everybody is strong as you. So you may be the missing link that they need. So as you're getting prepared for your family dinners, as you're getting prepared for your big old Christmas gathering, just think about those around you. Because it's not just about the family that you're biologically connected to. It's about all of those that you come in contact with. So I'll say this in closing. Take time today, especially for our seniors. As a direct care counselor, I got to see what it was like for disabled people around the holidays. A lot of them, whether it's a mental disability, physical disability, dementia, schizophrenia, whatever it is that they're dealing with, a lot of them has already been shunned out a long time ago. Or maybe it's no sickness at all, and they're just in a senior citizen building living, and they're looking out windows and they're noticing nobody comes to their door. Nobody sends them a card. Nobody checks on them. So this season, I actually challenge you guys. Find a senior in your community that you can give back to, that you can love on a little bit. I know some of them are hard. Some of them are set in their ways. But senior depression is actually higher than the younger generations. And many do not know that. But with research, I have learned that those numbers are much higher. Their suicide rates are much higher. The abuse rates for them are much higher. And if we all just love them, we'll see that none of us are really that different. We're all seeking the same thing, which is love. God gifted all of us with love. God gifted all of us with peace, patience, joy, happiness. He gave these things to us in a nice gift and placed them inside of each of us. Unlock your gifts today. Love on someone. Break that ugly spirit of anxiety that's roaming over this town, over your town, over this nation as a whole. Love on each other today. Choose to show love and show anxiety and depression where they can go. Send them back where they belong. But that was all. I just wanted to come out here briefly and talk to you guys about anxiety and the many different ways, the many ways of loneliness that comes. And just remind you guys that as they are happening, if they were to happen, just remember, you'll get through this. Just remember that you're going to be fine. It may take time. It may take some rehearsing. You will have slip ups. You will find yourself crying. You'll find yourself, sitting in a dark place. You'll find yourself in the middle of a farm and you still feel like you're by yourself. But do know that you have what's inside to break that cycle. This year, you will have fun for the holidays. You will have joy for the holidays. Go out and decorate. Go buy yourself a little tree if you don't want a big tree. Go buy yourself a little, a few pumpkins and some acorns and, you know, put it on a little table. I don't care if you just got a tray. Put it on a tray. And you be grateful and thankful this year for you. You be grateful and thankful this year for your life. That's all from me today. So just so you guys know, um, as we know, the holiday is coming up. Thanksgiving is coming up, and it's a little bit around the corner. Um, that Friday, we will have, because we all know that's Black Friday. Everybody goes shopping, or everybody's busy, or we're just in a food coma for the next few days. That will be a special message to you guys that day. I will not be actually live. But I am hoping, yeah, to have a special guest with us next Friday as we continue to pick apart holiday anxiety and depression and all the different ways of loneliness and different coping methods of how to get through them. So that is all from me. This was, again, The Truth with Cursha. I love you guys. I will see you guys next Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Love you all. Take care and love on somebody today.